Hello and welcome to our 5 sessions of exercises based on the themes and characters in Lewis Carroll's book Alice in Wonderland. These will be mainly seated exercises. There will be some standing exercises too, but always with a seated alternative if you prefer to do those. So all you need is comfortable clothing and a bit of space to move around in, and Rosa and Louisa will be leading the movement exercises in their homes. I'll be playing the piano and leading vocal and creative exercises from my home, and we hope you enjoy it very much.
Welcome back. Before we get into our Alice in Wonderland movement and music and sounds, we're just gonna do a little simple warm-up to some lovely music that Nia's gonna play for us. So before we get going with the movement, let's just check our posture. So if you're okay to sit on the front part of the chair, and you can have a little rock from sit bone to sit bone, just so that you're aware of that stability on your chair. Noticing that your thigh bones and knees are straight forward and toes pointing forward, and just check that the heels haven't traveled under your chair. So you want your heels under the knees, and then feeling that nice sense of length through your spine, like you have that weight and heaviness of your legs and the pelvis that root you down, but then that lightness as the spine grows nice and tall. And just to make sure we don't hold any tension in our shoulders, just gonna squeeze them up to the ears and drop down. Let's take that with a nice big breath in, squeeze, and exhale to drop. Once more. And drop. Good. And so there's a little engagement in the center to keep that length, but easing around the neck and the shoulders there. So we're going to start with some movement with the music here. So let's start by gently rolling the shoulders back. Nice and easy. And once more. Take that movement a little bit bigger, let your elbows lead. You can keep the arms bent, just getting into the shoulders. Big circles. One more. Opening the chest as you lower the arms. Good. We're going to take one arm up and just reach. And a big circle as you come into a gentle twist. Again with that arm sweeping up. And opening back. And taking the arm back down. Second side, reaching up. And circle back. And again, a big movement forward. And back. And taking the hand in. We're going to take the wrists and just start circling your wrists. Changing the direction, taking both ways here. And then squeezing into fists and take your hands in, and like you would push something forward or like a wave, we're going to open the fingers and press. And then that wave comes back, squeeze into your fist, let your spine follow so you get that ripple movement, press forward. Making that bigger, inhale, a bit like you're rowing, but we're going to push forward. And in with the fists. And press once more. Take them back, squeeze into your fists and open the fingers, flex the wrists forward, good, and then coming up, lovely. Let's just rock through the feet, lifting up your heels, press them down, and then flexing the feet, so lift up your toes, heels stay down. Again, heels lift, just rocking through, getting the ankles going, lifting your toes, press the feet down. Now lifting up one heel and taking your hands to the upper leg so you can create a little bit of pressure, a bit of more weight on the leg. And again, just rolling the ankle like you'd have that chewing gum under the sole of the foot or ball of the foot there, squeezing into the ground. Good. I'm going to interlace underneath, and I think that sticky chewing gum, there's a bit of resistance, you're trying to lift, stretching that chewing gum up. And then we're gonna try and shake it off. And then we're gonna drop in 3, 2, 1. And second side, lifting the heel, taking the hands to the upper leg. Create a little pressure there, and again circling the knee and the ankle rather than press, squeeze that chewing gum down. Good, and we're gonna interlace the fingers, take hold under the leg, and think that resistance as you're trying to lift. There's a sticky chewing gum under the foot there. We're trying to shake it off, and we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, drop. Lower down, good. Let's just brush through the legs. So you can create a little bit of pressure with your arms, so really press and reach the arms out. Again, brush through your legs, feeling that connection. And we'll take one more. Good, and let's brush through the arms. So we're gonna go just out. And the same side, brushing out. You may want to go inner side and the top side of the arm, or even the lower side of the arm. Anywhere feels good. And then changing the side, so brushing along the arm all the way to the fingers. And lower side. And back. Once more, brush through. And yeah, just take our fingertips and just tapping your chest softly with your fingers here. Softening the hands, we're going to take across and swipe open across your chest, reach. Again, taking the arms across. And we're going to sweep across the chest. Once more, across the hands and sweep. Now reach. And then rooting down through the sit bones, just taking that into side reach. Think like you're painting that big rainbow over your head. And big reach up as you take the arm down. Reaching the other side. Painting that rainbow the other way. Reaching. And then reaching back. And taking the arm down again. Just take the fingers softly on the forehead and just like a gentle, soft rain on your forehead. Patting with your fingers. And then we soften the fingers, we're going to swipe across the forehead, just softly open. And again, feeling that touch gently on the forehead. Once more, taking the hands in and open. And then lowering down. Very good. Lengthening through your spine, just coming into a gentle twist here, looking over one shoulder. And coming back, and then we'll take another twist to the other side, looking over the other side, and then coming back. And we're gonna reach and gather everything, all the frustration, anything you want to let go. Squeeze your face, your fists, your toes, your center, everything into a tight wall, and we're gonna release with the sound of your choice. And 3, so we're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Pa! Lovely, release, good. And then we're ready for some more movement. So this week we're gonna recap our Alice border bra, but we're gonna put that together with the rabbit, but we'll do it separately, the 2 exercises separately first. So we'll start with this sort of lovely dreamy border bra here, taking the arms to the side, taking the arms into your first, and then we'll open them into the side into your second. So finding that nice opening across your chest here. You're going to step one foot to the side, and then we'll go towards the leg. So just sweeping your arms, coming into a nice little twist towards the leg, and we're going to take the arms back to the side and the foot back in, stepping the other leg out, and then we'll go towards that leg, sweeping the arms and then taking the arms back to the side and the foot back in. We're going to reach to the side, so really feel like you root down through your sit bones, finding that nice length, reaching the arm over, and then letting your spine curve as you release the arms forward, rolling up and sweeping the arms back to the side. We go to the other side, so reaching, 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 up and over, and then we're gonna curl, releasing the arms in front and then lengthening them back to the side. And now we're gonna start the fall. So we're gonna reach the arms up, and we're gonna just let the feet come into, like you would be running with your feet. I'm just gonna fall down with our arms. And we'll do that same border brow movement, but faster and slightly smaller with those moving feet. So we're gonna sweep the arms one way, sweeping them the other way, reaching over and curving, and reaching the other way and curving. And then we're going to do some freestyle falling as you come over, rounding back. We're just going to go and let the body go, thinking about your falling, bit of spiraling, sweeping, twirling the arms. Oh, and then we're gonna come back up into a seat and just take a few rocks from side to side, so the music changes a little bit here. And then we've now fallen down, and we're gonna brush through one side, so really heavily push through the leg and drop. And then that same hand, we're gonna brush the dust off our dress. And we'll take that to the second side, so brushing the dust from the leg, drop, and then we're going to brush it off the dress. And there's a little bit of that, still that sense of falling and the movement being a little bit out of control. So we're going to reach, you can rock towards one sit bone as you reach the arm out. We're going to rock back and sweep across. And a nice big opening as you sweep back and reach towards the side there, and then we're going to drop down. We're going to take that to the other side, so you can rock from sit bone to sit bone, swing, a bit of a swinging move, like you would wrap around, and I'm going to swing up and drop. Good. And then we're going to lengthen one leg, so flexing, it's like you're going to reach and think about, I want to get out of here, reaching as far as you can with a little twist. So one arm reaching back, one forward, and then release. It's not going to work. We're going to take the other leg, coming into a flex, reaching the leg forward and reach one arm forward, one arm back, a little spinal twist here, and then ease. Didn't help. We'll come back into that swingy movement. So making it even bigger, reach and across, and reach and drop. And we'll go reach and across, and reach and drop. And that's all. Let's do that with some lovely music that Nia's played for us. Sitting nice and tall in the front of the chair, we'll go straight in with the music. Here we go. First, and open, second, step one leg out and reach across. And back, the other leg to the side, reach across. We'll go up and over, lengthen, and round the spine, curve. And the other way, and curve. Arms rise up, and we'll start to fall. And faster twist. And the other way, up and over. And the other way. And then we'll do a bit of freestyle falling. Whoa. Here we go. Brush the dust, and from your dress, the other side, brush, and from your dress, we're gonna rock and reach side, and reach, drop the other side, and now lengthen, reach, 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 and release, the other way, flexing the foot, reach, and once more that, rocking side, across, and drop, reach, and drop. Very good. So in this exercise we're going to be the rabbit, and we'll think about that he's very busy, rushing around, and there's that idea of the clock ticking as well. So this is quite a coordination, and it gets faster and faster, so you can stick to the slower variation throughout if you like. So we're going to start by thinking about taking that clock from our pocket and looking. And then we're going to take the other hand, as we would do our rabbit ear. Then the clock hand, we're going to bring it into our mouth as it's like, oh dear, it's already that late. And then we're going to swap. So the hand in front of your mouth is going to come as into your ear, and then the ear hand's going to become your paw. So that's clock to ear, clock hand to your mouth, and then swapping ear and paw. Let's do that again. So we're going to go hand and ear, and then into the mouth, and swap once more, a little bit faster. We're going to go clock to ear to mouth, and swap again, clock to ear to mouth, and swap. Okay, so that's the pattern. In between, you're going to think about making the clock. So it doesn't matter if you want to mirror me and you end up going counterclockwise, but we're thinking about stepping the feet one side and clapping to the side. So that's sort of our 3 o'clock. We're going to take the feet back to the center and clap down to go 6. We go to the other side, clap to the side to go 9, and then all the way arms up to 12 as you take your feet back to center. So that pattern is side, 3 to go, center, and down to go side, and clap to go center, and up to take it back into the clock to ear to mouth, and swap. So ear and paw to go clock and ear and mouth, and change. But the thing is, the first round, this one is very slow. Then we'll do the clock. We'll come back to, so we do a few rounds of the hand movements. We'll do the clock, then it becomes a bit faster. We'll do the clock, and then it becomes really fast. And if it's too fast, you're gonna stay, because you have the same music, so the rhythm stays same. We're just gonna speed up the movement. So you can go slower if you like. Let's try that with some music. Okay, here we go, ready? Starting with the clock, straight in the music, and ear, and mouth, and swap. Again, clock, ear, and mouth, change. Now into that big clock, and clap. It's 6 to 9. Now slightly faster, and ear, mouth, swap, ear, mouth, swap. Back to clock, down, and now super fast. We'll go mouth, swap, and once more. Last. Oh, that's getting so fast. Okay, so now let's put the 2 of these exercises together, but we're just going to shorten that Alice vertebra a little bit. So we'll do our first part, opening the arms and then coming into the twist and center. We'll take that part to the second side, all the way over and curving the second side. And then we'll do our fall with the arms in that curve. We'll do those faster twists, and we'll go over with that fall, and then we'll just do a little bit of that freestyle fall, and then we're gonna get ready, sitting nice and tall, to go straight into our rapid here. So that will cut some of the movement from the Alice vertebra. Let's try that with some music. Here we go, starting straight in, opening to the side, and twisting, and back, and the other side, and all the way over, and the other side, reaching, and curling, and up, and then falling, and twisting, and all the way over, faster. Oh, and then we'll do a little bit of a freestyle fall Getting ready to go into our rapid and ear to mouth and change. Again, slow. Clock and ear and mouth and change into that clock. Step, side, clap, center, down and side. Again, slightly faster. Clock, ear, mouth, swap, ear and clock and center. And we'll go up. Now fast. And keep going. One more. Very good.
Our challenge for our term on Alice in Wonderland is to learn a song which we're going to sing about the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. And in that song, we're going to have some of the characters who appear in this bizarre tea party in the book. So we're going to sing, appropriately enough, to the tune of Tea for Two. And each week we'll do a little section of the song, and at the end of term, hopefully, we'll be able to sing right through the song, and I'll be able to provide words for you on the screen so that you can follow along if, probably like me, you can't remember them. Okay, so this week we're going to go over the Mad Hatter's verses. And the Mad Hatter can be any voice you like, really, but give him quite a forthright voice. And let's practice the muscles we're going to use for that voice by saying the word Hatter. And if you put your hands just by your rib cage there and really force out that H sound, and then kick that T against your teeth with your tongue, we can see how forceful we can make that word Hatter. So we want to be pushing your hands out with the H and really kicking out the consonant with your tongue. So, ready? 1, 2, 3, Hatter! And again, 1, 2, 3, Hatter! So here comes the Hatter's verse. And we'll do some little moves with each verse as well. So, just doing the words first of all without the tune. And the Hatter in the book talks about Alice needing a haircut. That's the first thing he says to her, rather rudely. And so his first verse, we're going to start with the lyrics of the song itself. And we're going to say tea for two, and put a saucer out in front of us. Tea for two, and two for tea, and two for tea with the teacup. And then the next line, which we're going to add in a sort of Alice in Wonderland way, is 3 for you and 4 for me, as you lift the cup up to your mouth and back again. So those two lines, tea for two and 2 for tea, 3 for you and 4 for me. Let's give it a go. And let's sing it along, actually. So you can sing any key you like. I won't be able to hear you, so that's fine. Or if you don't know the tune or you don't fancy singing, just say the words in rhythm. Okay, so here we go. And tea for two and 2 for tea, 3 for you and 4 for me. And then the next line is, you deserve a haircut, I can see. Okay, so, and you deserve a haircut, I can see. And then because tea for two is often done as a cha-cha, we'll put in a little bit of a cha-cha move with snip, snippy, snip, 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 snippy, snip. Okay, so that verse all together, and tea for two and 2 for tea, 3 for you, 3 for you and 4 for me. You deserve a haircut. You deserve a haircut, I can see. Snip, snippy, snip, 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 snippy, snip. Excellent. And don't panic if you can't follow, just go back over it again and we'll do it again next week as well. Okay, so the next verse for the Mad Hatter. Now this refers to two things he says in the book. One of them is that he wants a cleaner cup, and so his suggestion is that all the guests move up one, which seems quite a sane suggestion to me. I'd be inclined to do that as well. And the other one is that he takes out his pocket watch and it's running 2 days late because the March Hare has advised him to put butter in the works. Okay, so this is our verse based on those two eccentric quotes in the book. So it starts, I would like a cleaner cup. And we're going to bring back the cup and saucer, but instead of lifting it to our lips, we're going to look up at that dirty cup and put it down. So that goes, I would like a cleaner cup. Once more, and I would like a cleaner cup. And then the next line is, everybody, please move up. Shove them out of the way. Everybody, please move up with the gestures. And everybody, please move up. And then we do the pocket watch section. And we're going to mind taking this old-fashioned pocket watch out of the pocket, looking at it, tapping it, and then shaking it to see what's going on, as the Mad Hatter does in the book. And the words we're going to say with that are, I'll be 2 days late. My watch is buttered. Not quite what it says in the book, but it'll do for us. I'll be 2 days late. My watch is buttered. Say with me. I'll be 2 days late. My watch is buttered. Okay, that whole verse now. So we've got, I would like a cleaner cup. Everybody, please move up. I'll be 2 days late. My watch is buttered. I would like a cleaner cup. Are we ready? And I would like a cleaner cup. Everybody, please move up. I'll be 2 days late. My watch is buttered. Fantastic. Okay, now then, see if you can follow the whole of those two verses, and we'll do them again next week. Here we go. So the first line is T for two, and T for two, and two for tea, 3 for you, and 4 for me. You deserve a haircut, I can see. Snip, snippy, snip, 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 snippy, snip. I would like a cleaner cup. Everybody, please move up. I'll be 2 days late. My watch is buttered. Thank you very much, and we'll carry on with that song next week.
We are going to do an exercise now based on the character of the Cheshire Cat. So for those of you that know Alice in Wonderland, you'll know that this character is always got a huge big smile on his face. And he disappears and reappears throughout the story. So we're thinking about the Cheshire Cat for this exercise. So just beginning by making sure our feet are in our parallel position, sitting up lovely and tall on our chairs. Good. And we're going to begin with that idea of this big smile that the Cheshire Cat has. So we're going to bring our hands under our chin and they're going to swoop out to the side as though you're drawing that smile underneath your jawline. And as we do that, you're going to take a big smile as well with your face. So we've got swooping underneath and up. Good. And from there, you're going to hide your face as though we're disappearing from the room that we've just appeared in. So we've got a big smile up One hand comes down to our lap and the other hand comes across our face, and we twist to one side and slightly curve over in our torso, coming back to the center to roll all the way back up to a lovely tall spine. And from there we have a pas de chat through our feet, which is nice and slow, and try and make this really lovely and soft. So we lift one leg up and the other leg and drop and drop. So that's up, drop down, good. And then we're going to twist to one side as though we're feeling our tail. So you're going to twist, bringing one arm behind you and kind of play with your tail a little bit here by circling your wrist, and bring that hand back, okay? And we do that again, but going to the other side. So we've got our big smile to begin with, smiling up and then hiding away, sheltering down to the other side. Good. Our pas de chat with the other leg leading, and then twisting behind us the other way to circle our wrist around our tail. Okay, so that is our first section. So from there, we're going to reach one leg forwards. So you're pushing through the floor, extending that leg nice and slow and elegant, imagining that cat-like movement. And we've got one arm reaching forward, pouring forward, and the other one, and again, bringing everything in on that last one. So 4 paws forwards. Then you're bringing one hand up and you're having a bit of a wash here. So imagine you're licking the back of your paw for 2. And then you're going to press that behind your ear and bring that arm back down. Okay, so the beginning of that section, we're reaching one arm, one leg, and we've got 4 paws coming in. Reaching that paw up for a wash and pressing behind the ear, coming down. And from there we're doing that lovely signature cat stretch where they arch their backs and make that gorgeous U shape. So pressing both hands, both arms forward this time, tummy button to the back of the chair, really stretching, and then you're going to bring your legs back into parallel position whilst your arms come up and have a big yawn there. Lovely. So that's nice and slow. Good. And then you're just going to take one leg up, one arm up, one leg out to the side, reaching up, having a nice stretch again, keeping that paw-like movement in your hand, and come back down. We repeat that section all to the other side. So we're reaching one arm, one leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, coming in. We've got wash and press behind the ear. Good. Stretching our legs and our arms, pressing our tummy button to the back of the chair, bringing our feet back into parallel, reaching up, big yawn. Good. And then we're stretching one arm, one leg up. Bring that in. Okay, we are almost at the end. So once we've done that middle section, we're going back to our first section with our big cat smile. So we're bringing our hands underneath our jaw, really big smile, and then hiding our face to one side. And then we've got that pas de chat through our feet. And this time, just to finish off, instead of twisting our wrist around our tail, you're going to take one paw over one eye and the other paw over the other eye, and just roll over your legs as though you're disappearing. And coming back up nice and slowly through the spine to finish. Okay, let's try and put that to some music now. So sitting up nice and tall, feeling lovely and long through your spine, and nice and grounded through your feet. Ready to begin with our big Cheshire Cat smile. Here we go. And smile. And hide. Pas de chat, and feeling your toe. Good. Other side. Hiding the other way. Pas de chat. Stretching one leg forwards. And in. Taking a wash, we've got 1, 2, and here. Good. Now really big cat stretch forwards. Reaching up and yawn and stretch to the side. And back. Other side, reaching forward, one leg, one arm. In. Good. Washing 1, 2, and here. Reaching forwards, forwards and up. And yawn and wash. And back. Good. Back to that smile. And hide. Good. And punish up. Lift, pause, and come over. And just rolling back up through your spine, nice and slowly to finish. So I hope that was quite a nice exercise for you and kind of feels like you're really stretching in all the different parts of your body. So I think we should do that once more through today and really make the most of those moments where you're extending your limbs. So when you're lifting your arm up and your leg out to the side, really make sure you're going as far as you can go. And the same when we're reaching forwards, really make sure those are as big and as stretching as possible in your body and make the most of those lovely movements, okay? So again, let's try that through with the music. Sitting up lovely and tall. Here we go. And smile. And hide. Push up. And feeling your toe. Good. Other side. Hiding the other way. Punish up. And feeling your tail. Good. Stretching one leg forwards. And in. Taking a wash, we've got 1, 2, and here. Good. Now really big cat stretch forwards. Reaching up and yawn and stretch to the side. And back. Other side, reaching forward, one leg, one arm. In. Good. Washing 1, 2, and here. Reaching forwards, forwards and up. And yawn and wash. And back. Good. Back to that smile. And hide. Good. And punish up. Lift, pause, and come over. And just rolling back up through your spine, nice and slowly to finish.
We're going to do a little free fit exercise, just get the legs going. So we'll start with bouncing the heels. Here we go. Heels and tap your toes. Rocking heels, toes, heels, toes. And we're going to go forward, forward, in and side. Again, step forward and side. And a bit faster. Forward, forward, side, side. Forward, forward. Again. And come back to your heels. And toes. And rock. Heels, toes, heels, toes. And now we go. Heel and heel. This time, knee, lengthen. Change side to heels. And lifting knee, lengthen. Again, first leg. Lifting knee, lengthen. And change. Second side. And once more we're gonna lift. And find mat. Open. Wide mat. Back to that close. And once taking the legs in. We're gonna go cat. 8. And now 1. Shoulder and 1. Cat. And swap. 8. The other side. And clap. And we go 4s. Cat. And 1 on leg and 1 on shoulder. And swap. Clap for 4. And we go again 4. And across. And change. And clap. Now 2s. 1, 2. And across 2. Great. Fantastic. Now, if you'd like to come up to standing, we're just going to move the feet so that they're slightly under your chair. You can also stay seated. We're going to push through the legs, coming all the way up. Have a little pedal through the feet. And then we're going to come to the back of your chair for some plie. Before we come into a plie exercise, if you feel like you need to take a drink of water, so just please pause the video and have a drink and then come back to your plie exercise.
We are going to do our Alice plie again this week. So just a reminder, we're thinking about that moment after Alice has fallen down the rabbit hole and she finds herself drinking and eating all sorts of things that make her grow bigger or shrink down to size where she needs to reach up to tables for keys and all sorts of things. Okay, so just the idea of expanding and shrinking in the space. And if you remember, we're beginning in our parallel position, our hands are on our chair and we release one hand down and we're reaching that up the side of us and curving over to one side. And as we do that, our knees start to bend as we curve our torso forwards and roll up through the torso. Okay, so on that curve of the torso when we're forwards, we're not right over our chair. It's just a very gentle curve and then you can roll up to a straight spine. We then take our rise through our feet and we're reaching, really reaching. Your fingers are really splayed here as you're reaching, really imagining you're trying to get something and you can't quite reach it. It's on the end of your fingertips. And we bring all of that back down, okay? And we do that on the other side, so the other arm releases, comes up the side. We come over and come back over the curve in our torso, rolling up, legs come straight. We rise through our heels, reaching with the other hand, fingers splayed, and we're coming back down to our parallel. Now from there we're moving into our second position, okay, where we're expanding. So you're pointing one leg out to the side, drawing it in slightly and placing that heel down. And we do that with the other foot, pointing out to the side, draw that heel in a tiny bit and placing it down. So we've got this nice, easy, stable second position here. We've then got our transfer of weight as we're expanding in the space with our arms. So we transfer our weight into one leg, bending that knee, reaching one arm out to the side. And the other side, bending that knee, reaching the other arm out. And this time as we bend the other knee, we reach that hand up to the ceiling. And we repeat that on the other side, reaching that hand up to the ceiling, coming back to the middle of our weight, to the center of our weight in our legs here. Our palms come together above our heads and they press through our body, and as they do that, we take a gentle plie, making sure everything's nice and tucked and in line, and we straighten. We've then got a rise and a lower, and we prepare for our sway. So, we did this last week, and our first sways are really big and we're trying to gather up as much space as possible, and our arms are kind of swooshing in front of us, okay, and our shoulder comes forward as that arm comes in front. So there's a twist in the body as you transfer your weight and you sway your weight from foot to foot. And we have 8 of those. And then we go to a much slower, gentler sway where our hands just come down in front of us and we're imagining we're kind of running our fingers through some grass. And there's a bit more time here, so you can take that through that second plie. So you can come through, down and up, through the middle and up, bending through the middle and up. We've got 8 of these slower, gentler sways. And then we've got 8 big ones. So we're going back to the swooshing through the space, eating that all up. And then we come back to the chair. Making sure our feet are in parallel position. We are repeating that first section that we did at the beginning. So you're releasing one hand down and you're reaching up, coming over to the side, curving over with a slight bend in your knees and rolling up through your torso. Rising through your feet, reaching, splaying those fingers above your head and letting everything melt down. And again on the other side, releasing that hand, let it come up to the ceiling, take you over, bending through your knees, curving through your spine, rolling up, rising through your feet, really, really reaching as high as you can and lowering everything down to finish there. Okay, so let's try that again this week with some music and really notice those differences in the shrinking and the expanding in the space, particularly when we come to those swings. Really show that difference through your body between our big expansive swings and then our much slower, gentler swings. Okay, so notice that opposition through the exercise as we go through. Finding your parallel position, shoulders back, dropping down, feeling grounded through your feet and lifting up through your spine. Hands on the chair to begin. Here we go. Have a bit of an introduction to start with. Feeling that length through that spine. And releasing one hand and reach. And over, bending those knees. Straighten up and we rise. And reach, and let it all come back down. Other side, and over, bending through your knees, curving, rolling up, and we rise, and reach, and lowering down. Good. Pointing one foot, placing it down. Other side, down, and we reach, and reach. And reach, find the centre of that position, pressing through. Finding the chair rising up to lift through the heels and lower. Prepare for our swing. And we swing. 2. Nice and big. Good, back to our slow. Using that plie through your legs, letting those arms swing gently. And back to our big swing, swing, swing. Twisting that shoulder around, using as much space as you can. Good, coming back to the chair. We reach your one hand up, over, and beneath, down, and we rise, and reach. And lower, down, and other side, over, and we clear, come back, and we rise, and reach, and let everything melt down, to finish. Really nice, lovely. We are going to do another standing exercise now, which is loosely based on the characters of Tweedledee and Tweedledum in Alice in Wonderland. So they're a bit kind of bumbly and a bit of a mirror image of one another, and slightly comical. So let's begin with our feet in a really easy first position today, okay? So slightly turned out. Our hands are going to start by our side, and we've got an introduction in the music. And we take one hand onto our hips on this introduction and then the other. Okay, and we're going to do a little section with some pliés now to start with. So we plie down and stretch, and we point our foot forwards and close. And then we plie again and stretch. And then I want you to imagine you're kind of reaching for your mirror image and linking arms with him or her and together. We then do that again. We've got a plie and stretch. Tendu forwards and in, and plie and stretch, reaching the other side together. We repeat that whole thing, okay? And really think about when you're plieing down, you're keeping everything together, your glutes are engaged, everything's pulling up. Imagine you've got a zip up your tummy, okay, that you're doing up, and your bottom is going down towards the floor, glutes are engaged. So we do that all again. We've got a plie and stretch and tendu, draw it in and plie and stretch, linking arms. Other side, plie, stretch, tendu to close, plie and stretch, linking arms together. Wonderful. So from there we're going into a bit of a march with our feet, and it's quite a fast march. And we're going to march for 8 counts, and on the 8th count you're just going to tap your toe so that foot then starts again. Okay, so let's do that all together. We've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. Keep going with this. 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. Let's do that again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. Last time. 5, 6, 7, tap. Okay, so we've got 4 counts of 8 with that quick march and our tapping toes on our count 8s. Once we've done our 4 quick marches, we're going to take a bit of a slower step, which is going to travel. So we're stepping forwards and forwards, coming back and back to the side, together, side and tap. So we've still got that tap on our 8th count. We're going forwards then with that foot that's just tapped. Forwards and forwards, back and back to the side and tap. Okay? So let's just repeat that step again. We're taking our foot forwards and forwards, coming back together to the side, together, side and tap, using that foot forwards, forwards, coming back, back to the side, together, side and tap. Okay, so it's nice and slow, so you can take your time there to think through what you're doing. But basically on our 8th count, we want to tap that toe, and then that foot is going to be the foot that moves. So we're going to travel that forwards and to the side, forwards and back to where we started. And then we've got 4 lots of our quick marches again. We're marching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. The last time. 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. We go back to our pattern, our slower pattern. We've got a 1 and a 2, coming back together to the side, together and side to tap, going forwards, forwards, coming back, back to the side, together, side and tap. Now from there we're going to come back into that easy first position. So there's a bit of time in the music where we can find that first position, and we're going to repeat that whole first section with our pliés and tendus to finish. So we plie down and stretch, tendu forwards and back, plie down and stretch, linking that arm and back, plie down and stretch, tendu forwards, in and plie, stretch, linking, again we go, plie, stretch, tendu and in and plie, stretch, linking that arm, last time, good, tendu and in, plie and stretch and linking to finish. Okay, so I don't know if it helps to verbalise it, but what we're doing is our plie section, and then we've got 4 lots of our fast marches, and then we've got our slow marches going forwards to the side, forwards to the side, back to our 4 lots of 8 fast marches, and then another set of our slower marches going forwards to the side, forwards to the side, and then back to our plie section. Okay, let's just try it with some music and see how we get on this week. All right, so just finding that starting position, your feet are in first position, turned out, that's it, lovely. Feeling nice and tall through your spine. If you're feeling a bit unstable, just bring your feet in slightly. You don't need to turn your feet out all the way by any means. Just a gentle first position. Hands are down by our sides to start with. Here we go. One arm coming up to our hips and the other. We've got a plie, stretch and point into plie. And link the arms, a plie, stretch, point, into plie, stretch, and link the arms again, plie, and point, forwards, plie, and link, last time, plie, and point, and the plie, good, and linking, fast 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap again. 5, 6, 7, tap the last time. 4, 5, 6, 7, tap forwards, forwards and back, back to the side, together, side, tap, using that leg forwards, forwards, back, back to the side, together, side, tap, fast marches. 5, 6, 7, tap, 1, 2. 5, 6, 7, tap, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap, last time. 5, 6, 7, tap, reach, forwards, back, back to the side, together, side, tap, going forwards, forwards and back, back to the side, together, side, tap, moving our feet into that first position. We've got a plie, stretch, tendu, in, plie, stretch and link the arm, a plie, stretch, tendu, lovely, and link, all the way through again, and tendu, a plie, linking the arm, last time, plie, and tendu, in, plie, stretch, link, finish. Good job, well done. We will add on to that next week, but let's leave it there for now, I think, okay? And come on to our cool down. So we'll just find a chair if you're standing, and if you're already seated, stay where you are. So just getting a chair in the space. And we're going to come down to cool down today. So just coming in front of your chair, feeling that with the back of your legs and pressing your bottom towards the back of the chair, lowering yourself down, and then just have a bit of a rock through your sit bones, feeling nice and tall.
Just gonna do a little cool down to some music. Follow me. So arms to the side. Let's start like with a warm up, rolling the shoulders slowly. And again. And once more here. And we're just gonna let the spine round, curve through your spine. And think like something's pulling from the mid back towards the chair, rolling up, and then opening your chest. Like you have that lovely sunshine shining on the chest, lengthening up. Good. Just lengthen one leg forward, flexing the foot, like you pull the toes towards you. We're going to reach the opposite arm forward and the other arm back, coming into a little twist, reach like we did it with our Alice exercise, and then release. Taking that to the other side, lengthen, flexing the foot, then reaching the opposite arm forward and the other arm back. Throw that length through your midline, and release. Good. Lengthening the arms to the side. We're going to open one leg again from our Alice movement, coming into a gentle sway twist here. Just going slowly, opening the arms, closing the leg. Going to open the other side and coming into that gentle spiral to the other side and coming up, easing the arms, scooping up one arm. Again, like you paint that rainbow over your head. And coming back, release the arm. Let's take it the other way. Reaching up and over. And coming back. And release. Good. I'm just going to take one arm up. I'm just going to bend the elbow, touch anywhere you can on the back of the shoulder there on neck. And reaching with the other arm, so you can get a nice length stretch through the arm there. If you're okay, you can open that other elbow to the side. And releasing down. Taking the other hand, walking the fingers where work for you. You can use the other arm to lengthen. Or open the elbow to the side to get that nice stretch on the back of the arm. Good. Sweeping the arms up. And then we're going to open them to the side. Again, sweeping forward. And big opening to the side. One more time. In, forward, opening. And this time we're just going to give ourselves a big cuddle, sweeping one arm across. And the other, like you give yourself a hug. Let's do a little twist here with a hugging position. Finding your center and one big opening with the arms to the side. And lowering down. Good. And just take a nice deep breath in. And exhale out. Very good. Lovely. Thank you for joining us again this week. We'll hope to see you again next time.